Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Spicy Bill and today I am reviewing Real Grey Gunpla. So these are the Real Grey 144 scale model kits. And let's go ahead and take a look at the this one right here. This is the Gundam Astrays red frame. The very famous Gundam Side Story mobile suit, the Astrays. And this one's obviously the most popular one of them all, the red frame. Low Guile's mobile suit. Obviously, this kit was released in 2005, and this is also my first Gunpla that I built in 2017. Yeah, the first kit that I built since I returned to Gunpla. And yeah, we have the inner frame right here, very nice, and tons of decals. This kit actually took me 10 hours to put together. It's quite insane, but it's a very nice kit. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the all the gimmicks. Retail price for this kit is actually 2,500 yen. You can see right here, and I don't know. I actually got this thing off Amazon, so yeah, I don't know who the official seller is. Let's go ahead and just rip that sticker off. So yeah, 2,500 yen. So looking around 24 US dollars. Okay, so it's a pretty decent kit. To be honest with you, I think they did okay with the Astrays frames. They aren't super problematic, unlike other Real Grey kits. And right here we have, yeah, the instruction manual. Very interesting. So there we go. Like I said, this kit took me 10 hours to put together. It's quite a daunting task, but it's a very nice kit nonetheless. And yeah, here we have all the pictures of the kit, looking very cool. And that's the instruction manual. So let's go ahead and take a look at accessories. Now I have these beam sabers effect installed, but I don't think they're the right one. I'm gonna go look for the right beam sabers because I don't think these are the right beam saber effects. But anyway, you can actually use, I guess you can use any of the high grade beam saber effect with your Real Grey kits. They're the same diameter, so very interesting. Okay, so we have the beam saber here. We also got the tiny miniaturized statue of Low Guile. It's like the builder and pilot of the red frame. He really liked his suit. He like constantly modified the suits and stuff like that. You know, give it extra like accessories and stuff like that. Here we have the sheath for the Astrays red frame. I did have to paint in a lot of the details right here, like all this red part and the red parts on the tip of the hilt. Oh, I mean the sheath has to be painted. And here we have the Gabera straight. The Gabera straight can just fit in right there, like so. You want to be a little careful because you know, seems like there's a little bit of play with the sword. It is flexible, and yeah, it's a very interesting design. So basically, you got this cover right here, and then the tip part of the blade like slots into the handle, and there's actually kanji in there, but I don't know if I can get this out. Let me try to do it off camera. There we go. And then right there you can see that there's also kanji right there. That is super awesome. Yeah, anyway, that's a Gabera straight right there. It's a very nicely detailed weapon for 1/144 scale, and it will also have a gripping hand, so the straight can grab onto it. There we go, very nice. Really like this accessory. And we have these useless Real Grey hands, 2 of them. Yeah, these are terrible. I'm glad they got rid of them. So basically what you have here is ball hinges for each 3 ball hinges. The last pair is like 3 fingers, and yeah, you can bend the fingers like that, and they just don't work very well, unfortunately. They're just freaking terrible. And yeah, you can bend the fingers on that if you want to try, but I wouldn't try because it just sucks. What's nice is that they actually have a peg hole here, so you can peg in the weapon, but like I said, completely useless. And yeah, look at that, it's just crap. these things are just terrible. It's nice to have a hinge right there. Maybe you want to do some, like, hand poses or stuff like that, like talk to the hand or something, or whatever. It's, yeah. I'm glad they phased those out. And then we also have two closed fists. It's kind of hard to focus with this color and one open hand. And you have the same thing with the Matsumina. The Matsumina have the same pair of useless real gray hands. Two closed fists and one open hand. So we can talk about that later. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Astray refrain. So we also got the Astray style beam rifle. These are actually very nice. Let's go and pop that off. Got a movable handle right there. I did have to paint in the camera on the beam rifle and put on the decal on there. Let's go ahead and swap out the closed fist. There we go, like that. That's cool. Okay, and then we also have the shield. The shield, it's just connected via this shield connector, and the shield connector just pegs into the peg hole on the forearm, like so, like that. And the shield, it's you can put it on both hands. I mean, not both hands. Interchange them on either side. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and let's see. Let's go and talk about the articulation. Well, let me show you one last gimmick. The backpack can be swung down like so. I don't think they ever released the flight pack for the Real Gray Astray. So yeah, that's for the purpose of attaching accessories to the Astray referee. So there we go. Also got the place to store the beam saber hilts, like so. Yep. Okay, the articulation on these Real Gray kits are very nice because the inner frames are highly articulated. So we got the multi-segment feet. We got the toe bend right here. That's very nice. And then we also got the foot bend. So we got a toe bend and a foot bend. And then we also got the ankle rocker. Very nice. Goes side to side. Ball joint for the feet. And then we have the ankle armor that can move. Also part separation right there for the legs. You can see all the armor separating. That's super nice. There's so many parts that go into the leg. It's insane. Yeah, and you can get the whole double joint right there. So when you move the leg, the armor separates. All the armor separates. And yeah, that wasn't the fault of the kit. That was my fault because I pulled too hard on the ankle armor. But anyway, you just want to be careful where you're holding the kit because sometimes you run into some problem with like applying too much pressure somewhere, and some of the armor piece can pop off. Obviously, we got the fly cut right there. Also got the leg hinge right here. The leg hinge is actually just a straight peg that goes into the hip section. So yeah, that's okay. But we also got the Real Gray style waist hinge system where you can let the hip section swing down. You can see there's a track in here like that. So you can swing that forward like that. So that's very interesting. Okay, you swing that forward like that, and the hips can go out a little bit more for more articulation. So it can basically sit down if you wanted to. Okay, and let's push that back in place. Just push that back onto the track like so. And there's also a switch here for the waist section or the abdominal section. I think I don't know if it's present on the real gray red frame. Actually, I don't see the switch anywhere, so I don't think it's present. But on the, I guess the Mark II, there's the switch that let it give it extra articulation for the apps. Basically, it's the button to activate the app crunch. So we also have a side skirt right here. The side skirt is very small. You can move it up and down like that. The front skirt you can also articulate, which is nice. And you can also articulate the back skirt, like so. Yeah. Anyway, the Gundam straight can actually be attached to the side skirt. So let's go ahead and move that in position. It just like clips on right there, like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, obviously we got the app crunch. Yeah, I don't see the button here, so let's see. Is there a possibility where I can activate the app crunch somewhere? I forgot. It's been over like almost 2 years since I built this kit, so I'm sure there's some kind of a app crunch system anyway. But at least you can go side to side. The waves can go back and forth, rock back and forth like that, side to side. We got the butterfly action right here for the shoulders. Very nice. Rotate that. The real great shoulder armor system is very nice. It's this little tab right here that's sandwiched between the shoulder. So yeah, I know some of the high grade also have that design. And obviously you got the elbow bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, very nice. And extra, oops, something just went flying. Anyway, we also got this, yeah, sometimes you want to be careful. We also got this extra hinge right here for articulation. What the heck happened? Like, what piece was that? So one of the pieces went flying and I don't know what it was. I think something for the elbow. I'm gonna have to look that up in a bit. Cause I never actually had that happen before. So that's quite disturbing. Okay, I don't know which part was it. Oh, it was the apart from the elbow armor. So let me check that real quick. Why did that part came flying off? I think I pushed a little bit too hard right there, and it engaged that part, and that whole thing like just popped out. That is disturbing. Anyway, the neck is on a hinge right there, and you can rotate the head. Very nice. Yeah, you won't really have any problem with parts falling off on this kit unless you're applying way too much pressure like I did. So yeah, it's a very nice kit. Yeah, once again, see, I like to put my hand, like my hand naturally just rests on the ankle armor when I hold a kit, and then that always pops things off. And it's the same thing with like, high grade kits like Gundam Exia. Yeah, the way like his knee armor is designed, I always put my finger there and pop off the knee armor. Same with the Jinxes. It's very annoying. But anyway, here we have it, the Astray red frame. Very nice accessories. And for the gold frame, it has the same articulation, so we're not going to talk about the articulation, we're just going to talk about the accessories and gimmicks. So here we have the box, released in 2017. One of the most anticipated release for 2017. Real grade. Until they announced the unicorn, and then this kit is no longer cool. 3,000 yen, so about 500 yen more than the red frame. The gold frame of Matsumina is actually really cool. And yeah, if it looks kind of plain, it's because I never even put on the decal on this kit. So yeah, that's how much I like real grades. But look at this thing. This is a nightmare. So anyway, here we have the instruction manual. Very nice. The build is pretty much the same. The only difference is the decals and the extra armor parts. So yeah, okay. So as included, we have the adapter for the real grade adapter right there. We also have a stand right here for the I I guess, the weapons if you want to use it with the stand. This thing is actually pretty cool. Basically, it opens up like that. This part splits open like so. And basically what you do is you just replace this beam effect part with this thing, and it becomes like a shield. Yeah, it's a sphere that can turn into a shield. That's kind of neat, but not really. And yeah, looks like there's some issues with parts falling off on this kit. Oops. Okay, I see the problem there. There we go. Alright, so this is just a basic spear. And we also have, you know, parts attached. We got this bendy wire. So if you want to make the tip fly out toward the enemy, you can do that. It's got way too much gimmicks. So, and if you don't like beam sabers, well, this guy's got two physical blades. Yeah, it's more like a she because the pilot is Rondo Mina right there. It's a little statue of Rondo Mina in gold color. Also got this piece from the Blitz Gundam. So basically, the story for the Go frame is that it found the arm of the Blitz Gundam floating in space, right there, and it just salvaged the arm from the Blitz Gundam, and now it's got all the cool gimmicks. It's got this weapon that fire the stuff from the Blitz Gundam, and yeah, that's why the arms are asymmetrical. So this thing is okay. I mean, you can pull out the spears or whatever these are if you want to, but I wouldn't. The clear stand for the effect part. Also got a separate arm if you want to make it into make it more symmetrical, but it's pointless. Got all the useless real grade hands right there. We also got this very interesting weapon right here. It's a claw weapon. Yeah, and if you're not using it, you can store it and close it up like that, and it just attached to this arm. It can, no, actually it cannot attach to this arm. It's only exclusive for this arm. So obviously we got a different build for the head. The head is completely different, and so are some of the armor parts. This time it's got like clown feet and extra armor or parts on the back of the legs. You can see that. Otherwise, yeah, the frame itself is very similar. Yeah, this is basically just an upgrade version of the Astray Go frame. It's got all the articulation. Now, the asymmetrical arm, this one has slightly different articulation due to the different design. Also got this very interesting new style claw-like fingers. You can see that. That's different. And we also have, this is also a ball joint right here. So yeah, bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. Everything else is pretty much the same. And then we have we have the backpack, obviously. The backpack cannot swing down, unlike the Astray Refrain. This whole backpack is solid. However, it's got quite a few gimmicks. So right here we have these blade section, right? These blades can, or spear type weapon thing, you can remove the tip, and you can grab one of the bendy wire, and you know how the story goes. This thing just goes in there like that if you want to display like that. Also, these things can open up like that, close and open like so, you know. And this thing can also swing upward. Let's move this out of the way. Become some kind of a giant grappling weapon, giant grappling melee weapon, like that. Yeah, it's interesting. So there's a lot of articulation right here. Right here, you can move that forward. You can swing this out, like so. This tip can move. This section can move, and this part can move. Yeah, it's very interesting. So you can just hook that all together like that and make some cool looking pose with this trying to grab onto the Astray red frame or something. I say it's pretty cool kit. I definitely recommend it. Alright, and surprisingly it can stand like that. So definitely like that. And that is pretty much it for the review of the Real Grey Astrays. Real Grey Gundam Astrays. So I hope you guys find this information helpful. Thanks for watching.